All right. Here we go. Here we go. Hopefully it's not too crazy. Let me see some stuff here. All right, looking good, I think. What's up, chat? How I sound? How's the sound? How's everything? All right. Just waiting. All day is coming. All day is coming up soon. J Dub will be coming up soon also. All right, and I'm gonna have a guest, Rome Rush. Hopefully he's not having much trouble trying to get on. Let me check him out. All right. Let me finish. You don't mind? Let me finish up with the logistics here. And we'll get this going. All right. Let's see what we gotta do. Let's see what we got here. All right. Mega Dave, what's going on? Thank you for the super chat. He said PS5 puñeta. Oh man, there's some excitement out here. I'm telling you, I'm excited. Right now, according to like the reservation, the event scheduled for 2 hours. I don't think it's going to be a full 2 hours. I think they just left themselves a little bit of wiggle room, but I'm excited nonetheless. I think there's so many people excited. Make sure I got everybody I'm waiting for. I got to make sure I got the special guest, Rome Rush. But I got to make sure he's able to join the channel. So it's pretty much going to be a live reaction stream, but you're not going to see no sound or whatever coming from the event itself, because you'll probably be streaming the event separately on your own device, wherever you're watching it. You probably get more out of it directly watching it from YouTube or Twitch or the PlayStation directly by here. But it's pretty much just a conversation and live reaction and see what's going on. You know what I'm saying? And I know that's what you're expecting. What's up, chat? Who we got up in here already? You know, if you don't mind again, I would truly appreciate it if you guys would hit the like button and retweet this out. You know, send this out through your favorite social media platform or multiple social media platforms. You know, it'll help with the channel growth, get more people in the conversation. Truly appreciate it. One Stop, what's up, brother? What's good? MTG, hola, what's good? Of course, Rome Rush, who'll be a guest right here. Kieran Thompson, what's good? My man said 9 minutes till PS3 drops the ball. Hopefully they don't drop the ball, man. You know what I'm saying? Fabrice, what's going on? JS, only the illest. What else we got here? Kazuma, not your mother. Phase 2K9. Master Shake, what's up? PS Gamer 84. Inhuman Line, what's up? Of course, Mega Dave. Mega Davo, thank you so much for the super chat. Miranda, what's up? Dare Days, what's good? Old School Gamer, what's up? How you doing? I'm chilling. Cali Rex, oh yeah, I'm hype. Man, hopefully Sony doesn't let us down, man. You know. Efrain Gonzalez was good. What else we got? Who else we got? Oscar Gonzalez. What's going on, brother? Thank you for the super chat. I truly appreciate it. I hope you enjoyed the show. I hope you enjoy this live reaction. You know. There you go. Alex, what's up? And Savage Jr. You know, thank you so much for rocking out. I know there's so many channels. There's so many channels right now doing this live stream. Everybody is dipping in the pool. You understand what I'm saying? Which is fine. You know what I'm saying? Spreading love and stuff like that. But you guys, you know, you're rocking out with me, and I truly appreciate it. Hopefully I can entertain you. You know what I'm saying? And provide, you know, the great entertainment you guys expect. But most importantly, besides the good entertainment, the logical knowledge behind that, you know? I feel sorry for the PlayStation fans that are watching Xbox YouTube channels. Because no matter how good Sony does, they ain't going to give them credit. That's just how it is. That's just how it is. So you might be in a world of hurt, you know, depending where you're watching this show. For those who choose to watch it, you know, it is what it is. You know, Dean was good. Phil Mike Hunt was going on. Kyle Eaton. Let's go. Let's see. All right. Put this on YouTube. No. Oh, whoa. In Spanish, no. Dutch. The hell? I was about to say, they have it like in 50 different languages. Man, already 900,000 people watch, and that's the English one, right? The English stream is 900,000. They have multiple streams in different languages. French stream is 40,000. Spanish stream and 50,000. Deutsch, which is German, is 80,000. Oh shit, my TV got turned on. I forgot I set the thing on. It's about to start. For those of you who watch on PlayStation and boot it up. But I'll probably just stay on my phone. Or I might mute it. Nah, I'm gonna mute it. I'm gonna turn it off. Because my TV's right there, so. It's pretty cool though that the PlayStation booted up doing this. But I'm not gonna watch it here. Put in rest mode. Wait, turn off my TV. Alright, hold on. Oh. All right. Yo, Ro. All right. You're not coming in and out. Oh boy, you're sounding mad, bro.
Oh.
Yo, Ro, your mic set up all right? All right, starting.
Plug my mic. There we go.
All right, ladies and gents, it started.
You hear me now, bro?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you keep it consistent? Try to hop back out and hop back in. I gave you privileges to automatically jump in to the live air. All right. Hey, hop back out. Hop back out and hop back in. Like, restart your Discord. Oh, shit. Rockstar. Oh, man. Are they going to remaster? Oh, boy. What are they doing? What the fuck is going on? Man, the Grand Theft Auto 5 is gonna live forever. PS owners will get GTA Online free at launch. Starting today, 1 million GTA cash every month until GTA 5 PS5 launches. You're cutting, you're botting. Oh! Oh! What's that? Oh! Yo! Yo! Miles Morales!
Wow.
Hey, I'm gonna let y'all know he's half Puerto Rican, alright? So I'm gonna let you know that right now. Holiday 2020! Yo! Spider-Man Miles Morales! Yo! It's a wrap! Rap! Right off the gate, right off the rip. A killer IP. Right off the rip. Oh, all right. If y'all been rocking with me for a while, y'all know I'm not that crazy over a racing game. So this is more for y'all than it is for me. I mean, obviously we knew there was gonna be a Gran Turismo. Y'all can hear me, right? Hey, Real Much, man, I'm sorry it's not working out, man. But don't worry, you'll get plenty more opportunities to rock out. Or you can still fix it because we'll be on in a while. But if not, enjoy the show, and then after the show, try to get back on. You know what I'm saying, brother? Yo, Spider-Man, that's crazy. Well, I mean, Gran Turismo games always look good, though. You know what I'm saying? I mean, Phil's asking, Spider-Man full new game or DLC like Uncharted 4 did? Good question. Since it's PS5, it didn't say PS4. So it would be weird for it to be just a DLC that's only on PS5. You know what I mean? I mean, when is it coming out? Did it say when it was coming out? GT7? It didn't give a date, did it? What the hell is this? Ah, shit. This might be Outgrounded. What is that? Oh, Ratchet. Oh, snap. A new Ratchet, dog? Damn, Insomniac's busy. All right. Damn. You notice how he was breaking through the barrier? The worlds was just instantly loading. You guys notice that? How he kept phasing from world to world? Now I wonder if the worlds was just background imaging, rift apart, or if each world is interactive. but yet by ripping into each world, it was instantly loading. You know what I mean? Because that could be like one of the gameplay designs that they're talking about. Perfect. Just like I said. So each world is an interactive world, and you're instantly jumping between them. That's amazing. Instantly jumping between fully rendered worlds. Man, Phil, I called it. Jump. So that's game design change right there. Jumping from world to world that are fully rendered instantly. No loading between them. No like elevator or no weird tunnel going. You know what I'm talking about? Because when you see that stuff, those are actually loading phases. You know. Imagine like Mass Effect. You know, like in Mass Effect, when you jump to another solar system, they have the cutscene with the ship and it, goes through. That's loading. That's loading the new area. With PlayStation 5 built from the ground up, you could go from planet to planet instantly. It's crazy how they're already pushing their big guns. You know what I'm saying? Spider-Man, I'm impressed that they're pushing out the big gun. And it's holiday 2020. Ratchet and Clank, Gran Turismo 7. This is literally like if somebody would have started out on Twitter and mentioned this, it would look like a fake tweet. We would be saying, yeah, right, Spider-Man, Gran Turismo 7, Ratchet and Clank. Yeah, okay. I'm pretty impressed. And this is to start out. I'm hoping, that they don't lose gas early. You know what I mean? Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart. Captured on PS5. Did it give a date? It didn't give a date. Well, at least I didn't notice. Am I missing that stuff? Am I missing when the games are supposed to come out? But at least we know, I know there's a lot of Ratchet and Clank fans on PlayStation brand, especially after the remake. Square Enix, Luminous Productions. All right, what Square Enix is doing? In a world not her own, where resolve will be tested, truth will be questioned, and devotions will be doubted. What's this? She will rise. A new IP? Probably a multi-plat though, so Project Athia? Oh, man. I mean, it looks great. But when a game is still called a project, I get designed exclusively for PlayStation 5. But I will say this. I'm gonna be real. That's what you come for this channel for. I'm gonna be real. Anytime a game is called Project something, there's a chance it will never come out. Right? But that looks crazy. And Square Enix is down to make an exclusive. Exclusively built for PlayStation 5. You know what I'm saying? Exclusive. Right off the gate. Sony ain't playing. But again, it's called Project. So I would have been more comfortable if they actually would have gave it a title name. So far, right off the bat, that's 4 exclusives. Spider-Man, Gran Turismo 7, Ratchet and Clank, and Project Athia. 4 exclusives. What's this about? This looks, you see a cat? What is this? Stray? I'm allergic to cats. My man Dizzle said, bro, is this a home run derby? Because, damn, them heavy hitters are knocking them out the park. For real. They're going Aaron Judge up in here. I don't know what that Stray is about. You call me on that one. I don't know what's up with the Stray. 4K Ultra HD Blu-ray. Oh, please don't tell me they're going to talk about movies. Oh, all right. Ultra high speed. SSD. Ray tracing. Oh, so they're going to talk about the console a little bit? Haptic feedback. Adaptive triggers. USB port. Motion sensor. Built-in microphone. Integrated speaker. Headset jack. 3D audio. That's the Tempest. I want to know why headsets and all that. I'm definitely going to get me a PlayStation headset for this. Specifically PlayStation. You said from Gorilla? House marquee. That looks good. You saw she had 2 different color eyes? Wait a minute. Is this similar to Tom Cruise movie? I mean, it's probably not. Remember that movie where he kept dying and coming back to life? I mean, it probably has nothing to do with the movie. But the concept. What was that Tom Cruise movie? Help me out here. Day After Tomorrow or Before Tomorrow Ends? I forgot the name. Returnal from House Marquee. I think this was the game House Marquee was saying this is their biggest game they ever created. Now keep in mind they normally only create indie games. So this is probably their first big budget AA, AAA title window. So that's pretty cool that House Marquee is I don't want to use the word evolving, but developing at a higher level. What is this? Tony the Tiger or some shit? What am I looking at? Is it Cheetos? Little Big Planet. Sackboy. I guess. Yeah. I mean, some people they get the Little Big Planet 1, 2, Soul Real World. I don't know why 3. I didn't pay attention to 3. But there is a fan base for this. This is probably not a builder level game. This is probably a design game by the developers. For those who like into what's this right here? Destruction Derby. Hmm. Yeah. I mean, I'm not too big on car games. Now I wonder, not to knock this game, but I wonder if they plan to have this game as a free to play and generate money from the games as a service model. You know what I mean? All right. Okay. Okay. Damn, Sony's not playing. Game after game after game. What's this? What is this? 13 Reasons Why the Animal Dinosaur Edition? What is this? Oh shit. They made 13 Reasons Why. The Dinosaur Edition, dog. Oh shit. Yo, this is crazy. Goodbye, Volcano Eye. Oh shit. Yo. They made 13 Reasons Why. Dinosaur Edition. Oh man. Yo, my man Dizzle said last gen was filled with too many multiplayer games in my opinion. Looks like Sony got the hint and right now it's killing it with single player games. Yo, we're seeing a lot of content here. A new Outworld? This might be cross gen, right? You think? I know even though this is being shown on PS5, you think this game will only be made for PS5? It's probably a multiplayer too. It's probably a multiplayer. Ghostwire? I like how they name that little sound when it ends the conversation. Doo. I just love the creativity from Japanese game developers, especially when it comes to horror. Okay. 2021, that's not too bad. Within the first year. I'm not really getting this game. Jet. All right, so it's a launch window title, but I didn't really understand the game. You know what I mean? All right, Godfall. This is not a looter shooter, but a looter melee. I'm interested in the game because it's melee based. If it would have been shooter based like Destiny, I would not have been interested. But the fact that it's melee combat, I want to try it out. Yeah, hack and slash, you know. Like if it would have been a shooter, I would not have been interested, I'll be honest. I'm glad that they went with the hack and slash route. Holiday 20. Okay. Man, a lot of Holiday 20 games. Kind of reminds me of like Journey. Solar Ash. Within the first year. It's an indie title. Is this Hitman? Did that look like Hitman? Yes, I know. That's all right. Oh, they're gonna show gameplay. All right. Oh, they're showing the startup menu. Or like, oh, they had me hype. Astrobot. Did he get his own game now? Outside of VR? I guess. I guess they're trying to make him a mascot, I guess. For platforming. The hell? Hmm. The hell are we watching? Little devil inside. Yeah. I mean, 2K is popular, so there's a lot of indies in this event. I mean, indie games have their place in gaming, right? But content like this doesn't. How can I put it? Content like this. This is not the right time to put this on the front stage when you're trying to sell a next generation platform. You know what I mean? They should have left this stuff like the next state of play. You know, they should have done a state of play like next month and says, hey, we got more PlayStation 5 content from our indie developers. You know. Does that make sense? Right? Because these aren't console selling games. I would be surprised. These aren't even exclusive to PS5. You know what I mean? They should have held that. Ooh. Oh, that's. Oh, okay. For a minute there, I thought we were about to get a glimpse of the console design. It's just the letters. They should have held those all these games that we're seeing from the indie developers. They should have done a state of play in July. Near and dear to Yoshida. What is this? Oh, is this Demon Souls? Oh, it's Demon Souls. Oh, nice. I'm glad that Bloodborne remaster was bullshit. Nice. Nice. Oh, that looked beautiful. Nice. If you guys never played Demon Souls, because it was a PS3 exclusive, you're gonna enjoy it. You're gonna enjoy it. I'm definitely getting that. Nice. Nice. Demon Souls, those look good. Oh, this is from Bethesda? Eh. I don't know how much more they got to go. Whose story comes to a close? Hmm. Man, Chris Redfield gained some weight. Yo. That dude should have retired. What is this? Uh-oh. You think so? You think so? Is this Horizon Zero Dawn 2? Oh, shit. Yo! What's that? The turtle from Neverending Story? Oh man, when is this game coming out? She's underwater now? Ooh. Underwater cities? Mm. Oh, yes. When is this game coming out? Ooh. When? Alright, so it's a teaser. Doesn't have a date though. I hope they show the console. Oh, snap. Yo, there she is. Yo. All right. It looks smooth. It looks clean. It looks stylish. That shit looks stylish. That looks stylish. But it doesn't. I don't think you can lay it flat though, can you? Doesn't look like you can lay it flat. It looks stylish though. That looks stylish. And you see how it has like that two open spaces? I think that's part of the cooling design. Wait, what happened? There's two of them? PlayStation 5 Digital Edition? Oh, man. Oh, man. That's gonna... Ooh. Ooh, the digital edition. Ooh. 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 For a minute, I thought they did the rumored PS5, PS5 Pro. When I saw two, I'm like, wait a minute, there's two? But they went with a digital edition. I mean, how much cheaper is the digital edition compared to the standard edition? You know what I mean? Like, what's the point of it? Yeah, we didn't get no prices. I don't understand the digital edition. Like, is it $100 cheaper? Because they don't have a disc in it? And I don't think a Blu-ray disc drive is that expensive. I like the headset though. The 3D audio headset. Yeah, after they showed the controller, white was most likely what the console was going to be. I'm just wondering how much the old digital edition is going to be. I mean, it has to be significantly cheaper. It can't just be like $50. You know what I mean? Like, really, you're going to save $50 not to have a disc drive? You know, there's got to be something more to it than just simply remove the disc drive. It has to be at least $100 cheaper. But the thing is, I don't think disc drives are that expensive. At least they show the console. Nice console with a nice sleek design. It's a nice design. It's pretty sleek. All right, that's it. Let's see, anything else? And I think that's the end of the show. All right, all right. Let me see. What we got here? All right. Yeah, you did miss the console reveal. So overall, you know, I don't want to keep you guys too long here. But overall, I'm impressed. Very good show. Overall shocked with Spider-Man announcement, especially coming out during the launch window. Holiday 2020. I'm pretty impressed. Good question that's asked. Is it a full-fledged standalone game like Spider-Man, or is it something similar to what they did with Uncharted? What was the Uncharted one with Nadine? The one after Uncharted 4? Oh my god, I'm having a brain fart. Whatever, you know what I'm talking about, right? One Stop says, wait, 2 different models. So they have one. It's really one disc, one discless. There are 2 PS5s, one disc base, so you have a disc, and then one without a disc, the all digital edition. Lost Legacy, there you go. Thank you. I had a brain fart, right? So people wondering if the next Spider-Man is going to be like a Lost Legacy type, you know, a smaller title. Considering it said it was only built for the PS5, it wouldn't make sense to be like Lost Legacy, because Lost Legacy was also geared towards for the people who bought Uncharted 4, even though they made a standalone. This Spider-Man isn't for PS4, so it wouldn't really make sense. Funny, they didn't mention backwards compatibility with PS4. They didn't mention anything backwards compatibility there. So I'll be honest, this show, I know there's gonna be a lot of questions people are gonna ask with console price, backwards compatibility, but I think this show did what it had to do, which was next generation gaming. You know, what games are gonna have, how the games are gonna look like, and what they're trying to do. Right. So I think for the first show, they did a good job in what they needed to do, right? Which was show next generation game, not talk about how, you know, and I understand there's backwards compatibility, but I think the first message of a next generation console should be next generation game. That should be your first message. Backwards compatibility and other things like that, that comes later on or shortly after, but it shouldn't be like the first thing, which is what I found weird about Xbox, you know. The first thing shouldn't be, hey, look, it's going to make your PS4 games look better. No, show me what PS5 games are. Show me certain things about the PS5 games. And show me, you know, PS5 exclusives, who's making PS5 exclusives. You know, talk about the next-gen games. If you're going to show games, the first group of games should be your next-generation games for your next-generation platform. I would imagine they'll probably talk more about backwards compatibility, maybe at a different venue, maybe at a state of play, or maybe they'll just do a tweet and comes up with a couple of articles and stuff like that. But I like the fact that their first showings of games was that next generation games. Couple of big hitters. Somebody trying to get on? Yo, what's up?
I'm sorry I had to come in and kick the door in on the show, but I thought you wouldn't mind.
No problem, dog. Yeah, you know your invitation door is always open. You know, go grab a cold one in the fridge.
Definitely, I got one right here with me, man.
So what are you doing? You were beating down the Xbox and Zaire's channel, some shit, keeping their heads in.
I just walked in there and dropped the mic and left. Yeah, those guys over there, man. They
salty.
Yeah. There's well, yeah. The normal crew, they gave it a 10 out of 10. But there's some noobs over there that
Tsunami.
No, not even Tsunami. They all those guys are giving it 10 out of 10.
Really?
There's just some cat, yeah, some cats over there. These guys, either they're diehard bots or they're delusional.
Oh, they're trying to make a name for themselves. They're trying to get that Coast Eastwood 100K subscriber base. They're trying to get access to some of the.
Yeah, man, it's crazy.
So, what do you think about the show?
Hey, 10 out of 10. Knocked it out the park. 15 out of 10. Knocked it out. Listen, when you start. You know this show gonna be special when you start that motherfucker with Spider-Man. You know there's nothing. Listen,
I did not expect that.
If the rest of the 2 hours have been trash, the mere fact that you show fucking Spider-Man, the biggest selling franchise, the biggest selling name, was a win. But then you back it up and give Gran Turismo.
Yo, I know. When I saw Gran Turismo, I'm like, yo, I know. J Dub's ordering a whole new authentic system right now.
Hey, and then I knew we were gonna see the Horizon Zero Dawn too. I mean, that shit looked fucking amazing.
Oh man, I cannot wait. So what I like is Horizon Far West or something. So I guess the name of the franchise is actually Horizon.
Yes.
Zero Dawn was just that one chapter.
That was the first
chapter, and now it's Horizon in a new chapter. So I think that's pretty cool.
Well, it was called Zero Dawn
because of
the birth of
the project
in the beginning.
The project. Yeah, Zero Dawn was the project.
Yeah.
So I think that's pretty cool. You know, so I didn't expect that. Like if people would have told me, you know, like if I said while we were doing the live stream that if we would have saw a Twitter list and it says, oh, the show's gonna start out with Spider-Man, and then cut into Gran Turismo, and then cut into Ratchet and Clank, will show new gameplay mechanics using the SSD, and then they'll cut into Square Enix exclusive. I would have been like, get the fuck out of here. Like, lying ass. Got all these guys doing the most, and it really turned out that way.
Yeah.
That shit's incredible. Man.
I don't understand this, Puerto Rock. How can the same guys that were hyping up Grounded, Bleeding Edge, and Battletoad be the guys that are saying they're not impressed by Horizon Zero Dawn, Gran Turismo?
No, you know what? But you know what? They don't have to, because you know what? Some of the games that if games like Grounded and Bleeding Edge, you know, those type of games is what impressed them. Well, PlayStation had those games too.
Exactly.
If you saw some of those games, is why Xbox gamers love.
Yeah.
I'm like, hey, there you go. You like those games? PlayStation got them too.
Yeah.
So you can't be mad, but they're not gonna like those games either.
But what they're doing, Puerto Rock, right? Yeah. Out of all the games that they show, right? You know, Sony's a worldwide company, and they have 110 million people, right?
They have to cater to a lot of people.
Yeah, not everybody cares for 2K or Madden.
Yeah.
Some people like smaller games. Some people like story-driven games. Some people like the big blockbuster AAA. Some people like the VR. There's something for every. These guys. They took the 2K, they took the Horizon Zero Dawn and maybe the Spider-Man, and they left everything else. Yeah.
My man Javon with Super J says, "Can you believe Post Up on Z Show damage controlling? Is he Post Up?
Oh yeah.
Oh, what is he damage controlling?
Yeah.
Yo, listen, let's put it this way. You know, there's really no damage control. The show has Spider-Man, has Gran Turismo, has Horizon Zero Dawn, has Ratchet and Clank, has Demon Souls, not that Bloodborne remaster bullshit rumor that people were talking about, right?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Has has a Square Enix exclusive built from the ground up for PS5. That's 6 big titles right off the bat. You know, especially compared to that third-party bullshit that Microsoft showed.
Yep. Even the console itself, right? So there's 2 consoles. It's one digital.
Yeah. So how you feel? How you feel about the digital one, the all digital one?
Hey, I'm all for it. It's 2 options. Even here's the thing, right? Even when Xbox came in with their SAD edition, the problem with the SAD edition, right? It wasn't because it's a digital edition. It's the mere fact that it was more than the regular edition.
Yeah.
You're gonna take the drive out
and then
you
make it more expensive
and charge me more. Yeah, you're gonna charge me $50, $100 more. Like, what are we doing?
Yeah.
At least with the PS5, they're giving you from day one. Choose whichever one you want. You know, we don't know the price yet. But
do you think it should be? I think it should be cheaper.
Yeah, the digital. Yeah,
it should be cheaper because what you're doing is whoever buys that one. And I get it, and I understand it's for the all digital gamer, but I don't think every gamer. I don't think there's that many all digital only gamers on the PlayStation platform, right?
Yeah.
So, but if a person does decide to be all digital gamer, right? They decide, you know what, I'm gonna go all digital, so this is cool for me, right?
Yep.
That means they cannot play their disc-based games as backwards compatible games. You understand? So I think it needs to be cheaper. I don't know how much cheaper, but it does need to be cheaper than that. But yeah, so I was actually surprised. I didn't even think they were going to do that. When I saw 2 consoles, my first thought was PS5 Pro. I'm like, wait a minute. Yeah. Is that because, you know, that was like bullshit rumor, but I'm thinking, wait a minute, is that actually true? And then I didn't even, it didn't even dawn on me that the disc thing wasn't even there until it said all digital, and I was like, oh, okay, that's it. It's the same console, but okay, I got it. You know, I mean, it's just the price needs to be commensurate for the removal of the disc and the lack of disc-based backwards compatibility. You know what I'm saying?
Now let me ask you this. Let me ask you this though, Puerto Rock. Right? We're gonna assume that they're gonna remove the disc and it's gonna save money. But what if they double the size of the hard drive to compensate for removing that? You know,
they need to do that as well. They need to do that. Well, that's so. Oh, here's the thing, though. No. So
that's why I'm asking.
So to be honest, it doesn't really. Well, I'll say I don't think they'll be able to double the hard drive because I read an article on why the hard drive's like 825 gigabits, right? And it's because of the specific hard SSD they chose. It doesn't come a standard 1 terabyte. So like the next one after that is like 1.3 or some weird shit. It's like it's not the standard 500, 1 terabyte, 1.5, 2. It's a totally different number because of the specific series of hard drives they went with the channels. Yeah. I'll send you the article so you can read about it. Okay. You know, because it was weird why it was 825, but then when I read the article, it shows all the different types of hard drives and the channels each hard drive. So I'll send that to you, and you'll see why they went with 825. Okay. But I think overall, I mean, if it's $50 cheaper, you know, which will be interesting because let's say if the PlayStation let's say if the PlayStation's $399, right, or $400. And the all digital's $350. You know what I'm saying? It's a really low number for a next generation console. $350 is really, really cheap price when you think about it. $350 for a console?
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. I think there's gonna be a maybe $399, $499 combination, or there's gonna be a $499, $599 combination.
Ooh, yeah, I see what you're saying. But I don't think it's gonna be $599. I really don't think it's gonna be that. Not saying that it doesn't deserve it, but I think that lingering bad taste of $599 is still there. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like Sony still has that black eye. Like the black eye is green now. It's not. Yeah. It's not. You know. It's not black.
20 years later.
Yeah, but it's green. It's a little greenish.
20 years.
People still know you lost the fight. You know, people. But hey, didn't you get your ass kicked by him already? And you want to go back? Man, that shit was 20 years ago. So you know what I'm saying? I think Sony. You know that little. It's that. Yeah, it was a while ago because, you know, that was 2006. So that was literally 14 years ago. Yeah. But it was such a fucking negative hit to the PlayStation brand that, you know, it was huge, man. It was huge, that hit. That thing was like, it was probably the biggest mistake they have ever done, period, in gaming. Even bigger than, you know. Yeah. I think that $599 was like the literally biggest mistake they ever done.
Yep.
But damn, man. But anyway, so overall, I agree too. I think it's a good show. I know there's going to be some complaints. Number one, no talk of backwards compatibility. I know that's going to be a complaint. But in my opinion, right, if you're going to do your first next-gen showcase, it needs to be about next-gen games. You know, that's what you're selling. That's what you're pushing to the audience. This is a next-generation console. We're not going to start the conversation of playing PS4 games. You know, there's still time to talk about backwards compatibility. You know, a lot of people are in a rush and think that if you don't say the information now, then the information is never going to be said. You know what I mean? And I don't understand that mindset considering the console doesn't come out till November, right? So I don't understand the mindset of if the information is not said today, then they're never ever going to talk about it. It's pretty weird. You know what I mean? Did you get booted out?
Yeah. No, I'm
okay.
here.
Okay. You know what I mean? I don't understand that mindset. So like, you know, so prepare to hear a lot of bullshit about that. Oh, they didn't talk about backwards compatibility because it doesn't have it. Yeah. And I'm gonna be like, so if they mention backwards compatibility, let's say in August, that can't happen. Mm-hmm. You know, because remember when I said a while back ago, and we were on the podcast, you know, with these dudes. When, you know, Microsoft revealed their shit in February, and I told them whether Sony does it in February or June, it's all before November, so it doesn't matter. You know, by the time November comes, you're going to get all the information that you're gonna get. So it doesn't really matter up to that point when you get the information. Whether you get it earlier or later, you're still gonna get it. And so I can already see damage control behind with no backwards compatibility or being talked about at this event.
Yeah,
I already see it coming.
I think for what we saw today, man, it was a great fucking show. It was a variety of games. Sony, they're branding their games, with the PlayStation Studios logo. Somebody said House Marquee or some other studio.
Yeah, that's another one. They stepped up. They went their next project is a little bit bigger than their normal traditional indie top down games.
Yeah.
So So that's pretty good. What else? Japan Studios, that horror game, that first person horror game. Yeah. So there's a lot of good games. There's a lot of interesting titles, which is a lot of new stuff. I will say that. A lot of new content.
Yeah.
And
that's good, but did you see the VR camera? Did you see the camera? Did you see
I saw the new HD camera. Yeah.
Yeah.
What I like is the headset.
Yeah. The 3D hits.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, man. All that shit looks beautiful.
Yeah, it looks clean, man. That whole
it looks next generation. It looks like they said, hey, this is year 2020. Going forward, it just didn't look like like last time they had a razor. The Pro looked like an eraser. And when you stack that side by side with the X Series X, man, it's a night and day difference. Cinder block.
Yeah, you could tell aesthetically it's a nice design. It's a clean design. It goes right along with, especially if you're gonna put some money into your entertainment center in your living room. You're gonna get the nice 4K TV, nice sound bar, and you have that nice PlayStation. Everything's look clean and aesthetically nice compared to that big refrigerator that's just a box. It's just literally a box. You know what I'm saying? So it does. So the Sony, Sony wasn't gonna come with no simple, basic box or rectangular trash. A lot of people think, watch Sony do the same thing Microsoft did. I'm like, not Sony. They're really into aesthetically pleasing, well designed stuff. You know what I'm saying? And that console was really nice looking. I ain't gonna lie, it's really nice. So I'm looking forward to buying that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
I'm the next step, right? The next step is pricing. The next step is some of the software features. They showed us a tad bit of the UI. It just takes me into the next generation. It lets me know that we're out with the old and we're in with the new, and that's what I'm most excited about.
Yes, that's what that presentation did.
I'm glad that Sony is precise with their point of we're done with the PS4 era. We're in with the new. We want people to come to the PS5 as quick as possible. Mm-hmm. You got to July the 25th or something like that to get your games over to get approved or whatever. And after that, it's just PS5. We don't. And I get a lot of people saying, well, you still got 100 million people with PS4s. I get that, but eventually the multiplayer is still going to be back over there. But eventually, you got to move forward. You can't, and I think maybe that was Xbox's downfall too. This generation, even with the X, all they did was drag on the 360 era games and drag that shit forward. And so, with Sony, they came out and showed you so many fucking games that's only on the PlayStation 5. So there's a lot. That's a lot of games to offer you up front and throughout 2021. They said all those games were in the 2021 to 2022 time frame. We know, by the time the system launch is going to be the dead ass end of 2020. So we're looking at 2021 anyway. So within that first year, this is some good content. Yeah. This is just the beginning. But when you launch day one and you got Spider-Man there, you got some of those other games that they show, and you're going to have, for the casuals, you're going to have your Madden and 2Ks and stuff like that. Yeah. Hey, man, I'm not going to lie. That's a compelling argument
and that's holiday 2020. That's going to be one of the first games we play when we get the console.
Puerto Rock, that's in 4 months, bro. It's June now, right? It's gonna be It's June now. They're gonna launch this thing at least 2 to 3 months before the end of the year.
Yeah.
So we're talking about within 3 to 4 months, we're gonna have this system in our home.
And Spider-Man, another Spider-Man.
Miles Morales.
Morales too.
I lost my shit when I saw
They
that,
planned this shit. Insomniac truly planned this shit, and they still making Ratchet and Clank. So you know that studio grown.
Yeah.
Like, man, they're really doing it. Like, holy shit, it's impressive, man. And back to the console, they mentioned the two-tone. That is a nice. It's just it's beautiful, man. And the headset's beautiful.
Yeah.
The camera's beautiful, man. I can only imagine how the VR eventually is gonna look.
VR is
oh
gonna be,
my god, it's just gonna look nice, man. Shit, I might have to hope that they make a white bezel TV.
Hey,
you know what I mean? Tell me that won't be nice.
You know I'm there. I'll pre-order that shit right now.
Oh man.
But here's the thing, right? The last 2 hours we saw nothing but games. We saw the hardware. It was a lot of
games. Yes.
When I was watching those games, I never once thought how many P's are in this, what resolution, or how many T-flop. I never thought about the specs of that. All I saw is, man, I can't wait to get my hand on these games.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that argument there is going to move forward. I think right now at this point in time, I know Microsoft is most powerful right now, but I don't think that's resonating to the gamers when they saw these games.
But here's the thing: if you're not showing new experiences, new IPs, I mean, like, once again, this holiday season, you're gonna have Spider-Man. Like, what are you gonna say? You're gonna say, "Oh, but we got the better version of Call of Duty." Exactly. They're gonna be like, "We got fucking Spider-Man." Like, what the fuck is wrong with you? You understand what I'm saying? And soon Sony's gonna they're gonna like somebody this dude Crestfallen just mentioned. It's going to be uploaded in 4K soon. Because they said after the show, every game that we saw, the actual 4K ones will be uploaded. So you can see in 4K for those of you that have the 4K display. So you're going to see the game in its full beauty. So I can only imagine how the games are going to look. So I'll be honest, I'm excited, man. I saw the games. There's a lot of incredible games. I saw the gameplay for Ratchet and Clank, how he's rifting through different dimensions. But each dimension is his own fully playable world. And you don't have to load. You just jump right in and start playing right in that world. That's incredible, And that's that game design. That's the stuff we were talking about. You understand? Where it's new levels of game design and new ideas for game design, And Insomniac already thought, hey, we have different worlds that are playable. And normally when you move from world to world, you have to load, either whether you do like a little warp tunnel scene or an elevator scene or something. Well, now you just jump right into this world and play it. And it's boom, right there. You go from one world that has a totally different design and mechanic, and you jump into a completely different world. And boom, you don't have to worry about loading. It's just, you just playing it, which is fucking incredible. Excuse my language.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Listen, when we boot that Spider-Man up, Puerto Rock, no fucking load screens, no load time, no nothing. Just instant game. That's crazy.
It's just you. Once you press start, that's it, man. You playing, bro. You swinging. That's it, bro. It's incredible. So I'm excited. I think that's it, man. I think there's not much to say. So I hope you guys enjoyed the stream. I hope you enjoyed PlayStation 5's event. Stay tuned for more. I got a good surprise. Hopefully it'll come through next week. But I'll let you know and I'll keep you abreast. All right. But anyway, for my friends, my fellow gamers, this is your boy Puerto Rock 77. I hope you enjoyed the stream. And we're gonna be out of here. I'm gonna stop by Zair's channel and knock some Xbox heads. Y'all be good.